Red Rock Resort for 2018 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day, brought to you by Greens and Proteins. With 5 locations across the valley, Greens and Proteins is a modern, family-friendly cafe offering all your favorite foods with a healthy twist. Sandwiches, wraps, pizza, burgers, vegan, raw, and vegetarian-friendly meals, smoothies, juice bar, and a full HCG diet menu. Up next, we've got the Canyon Springs Pioneers with Coach Gus McNair. Pronounce your first name for me again. Anasim Fields and running back Javion Pugh. Coach, this team took a big step forward last year, became known as one of the better teams in town. How do you keep that going and improve on that?
Just got to keep working, man. It was a crazy off season for us. You know, everybody feels like we're going to be down. We're losing a lot. We understand that we're losing a lot of seniors, a lot of leadership. But them guys who were here with us last year, they helped set a precedent. And these guys now, these new incoming seniors, and some of these young guys coming up, they've actually taken it beyond. And the work ethic this offseason has been amazing.
Obviously, like you said, a lot of holes to fill. Who are some of the young guys that maybe people haven't heard about that are stepping into some big roles this year?
You have J.J. Davidson stepping in, receiver who'll be coming aboard. Nasim's going to be taking over, playing some receiver as well, but he's not a young guy, he's a senior actually. Young guy, Martin Blake is another guy to look out for coming up. There are quite a few. It's hard to name them all right now. But
I feel like you kind of turned the way that this program was heading by changing the way you guys schedule your non-conference, going out of state, and you've got 2 more teams this year from out of Nevada that you're going to play. How excited are you to see how your team stacks up against those guys?
Well, we take pride in that. We take pride in playing the toughest competition, and the last 2 years have been great. We played Clayton Valley coming off a state championship. Last year we played St. Augustine coming off a state championship. This year we opened up with Orem coming off a state championship. So, the last 3 years you're playing teams coming off state championships, and it's tough. Clayton Valley is up on us 2 games to 0, but, we're going down there, and these guys are very confident that they'll be able to compete, play at the level that they need to complete that game and win that game. And Orem's going to be a tough one. They're coached very well. Coach Hill does a great job with them out there. So we have to be prepared. They're going to be using us as a test because the week after they play us, they come and play Gorman. They come out and play Gorman. So we'd love to give them 2 losses to Vegas, 2 Vegas teams.
And awesome. When I mentioned the out-of-state games, I feel like you kind of lit up over there. How excited are you to test your skills against some of the best teams around the country?
Oh, man. It feels amazing, honestly, because, I've been on varsity for like the past 2 years. So it's like growing up, seeing us going out of town and getting that competition, it's just amazing. It's nothing better.
What have you done to improve your game this offseason? What are your goals heading into your senior year?
Oh, my goals heading into the senior year is to be like the ultimate leader on defense and, just come out on top every single game. We plan to first work hard in school and in the weight room. So we definitely need to get bigger, definitely need to get stronger because we already have the speed. But, just keep progressing and then go out there and get them dubs.
You mentioned the speed, and obviously that's going to be a big part of this defense. Just what kind of defense do we expect? A lot of fast guys flying around to the ball?
Yes, most definitely. And then we got some hitters like, Kevon Lakes. We got guys on the squad, and we're ready to play that wood.
Kevon Licks sounds like he can hit hard. Just Javion, on the offensive side of the ball, obviously a lot of shoes to fill. You guys have to replace a lot of production on that side. How excited are you to be that workhorse?
I'm excited. We got a couple of, like you said, holes to fill, but I feel like the younger guys that's coming up will eventually fill them holes. You feel me? We got the same line coming back, and Nazim stepping up at receiver. I think we should be good though.
How nice is that for you as a running back, knowing you've got the same guys in front of you, you've learned how to read their blocks, kind of follow off them. How nice is that? Although there's some stuff changing around you, to have that consistency.
Right, it's really nice. The team chemistry. I know what they're doing. I'm third year. Third year. It's comfortable though, knowing I can count on them, they can count on me. Run up the score.
Coach, what do you expect out of your offense this year? Are we gonna see a similar scheme? Are we gonna change things up a little bit?
We are going to do some things similar. there are going to be some things different as well. You know, it's tough when you're replacing guys. You're replacing a guy like Diamante Burton, you know, who was a really big part of what we did offensively last year. He helped get playmakers in space, and it was easier for Javion because teams were focusing on Diamante, and you had guys like Kazante Thomas there, and Keon White and Johnny Bailey. You know, it was a plethora of guys that they had to focus on, and then, you know, losing those guys, you know, it was kind of hard figuring out what we were going to do and figuring out who would come in and be the guy. We knew Javion was already in place. You know, he had prepped for it. You know, he has to carry the load a lot this year. Offensively, we expect to move up-tempo, very fast, get after it, execute. You know, those are goals for us, and play at a high level. You know, I think our O-line, we should be very, very solid. You're led by, you know, a 4-year starter in A.J. Davis, 3-year starter in Donovan Wolf. You know, so you're looking very solid.
With realignment, you guys get 2-time defending 3A state champion Desert Pines in your region. How excited are you guys to play them?
Very excited. You know, it's a lot of talk going around, but we don't mind it. You know, we let that sit around, and then we just gonna be ready that day. Ooh-wee.
Javion, what about you? I mean, that team obviously has been dominant in the lower league. They're ready to test themselves in a higher league. They've got a lot of D1 starters over there. Is that exciting for you to anytime you got a guy that you know is going to college, you can kind of get film against him, right?
Like get film against him, you know, show my skills against his skill set. Try to outdo them as a team. You know what I'm saying? Like they got D1s, we just stand under the radar doing what we do. Hopefully, you know, if we play them, you know, we're gonna come out victorious.
Awesome. Well, that's it for Canyon Springs. Thank you guys. I'm looking forward to the season. Make sure you go to LasVegasSun.com and check out our coverage, especially Ray and Case's podcast. It'll be up every Monday once school starts, breaking down the games from the prior week and previewing the games from the week next.